Hey there you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a review video on these two Saint Tropez products that I was sent recently in PR. So I asked a few of you guys if you'd be interested in seeing me review this on my YouTube channel. I asked it on an Instagram poll and most of you said that you'd be interested in it, so I'm here with my thoughts. So if you're interested, then please keep watching. First off, I want to mention it is pouring rain outside, so if you hear any background noise, that is it, so please forgive me, but I really wanted to film this video for you guys today. Since I just applied my tan yesterday, I wanted to film the video with it fresh and I didn't want to wait a couple more days and just put off my filming cycle a little bit longer, so I thought I would go ahead and film it for you anyways today to let you know my thoughts. But sorry if you hear any background noise, it's just been really rainy here recently. So I was recently sent these products by in PR through Influencer. They usually send me some products for me to review and try out, and I do share it with you guys on Instagram. And you guys seem to be really interested in this, and it's not really a product that I've used before or that I'm, super comfortable with, so I thought it would be interesting to maybe test out and let you guys know my thoughts. So I have the Saint Tropez, this is the Self Tan Express Bronzing Mousse, and they also sent me the Bronzing Water Face Mist, also from Saint Tropez. So I first want to talk about this product. So on Sephora, the Saint Tropez Self Tan Express Bronzing Mousse is $44 for 6.7 ounces or 200 milliliters. So that's usually the price that it goes around. Now, I have used this quite a few times already. I just recently applied it yesterday, so what you're seeing is what it does. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera. A lot of people have told me that on pictures and camera they don't really see a difference, so not sure if it's picking up. I definitely notice a difference on myself just because I have to put my foundations a shade or two darker or a little bit warmer. You always tend to just notice on yourself because obviously you're looking at yourself constantly. Not a lot of people have noticed or not a lot of people have commented on it, which is really weird for me. But I thought that I would mention that because this tan is really subtle. The fact that not a lot of people have commented on it on me goes to show that it's very subtle or maybe they're just not paying attention, I don't know, but it is very subtle. A lot of people that have noticed have said, wow, it's a very subtle tan. And I know that it is subtle because my foundations don't go like way darker than what I usually use. I probably just do like a shade or two darker, not 3 or 4 shades darker. So definitely this tan is more of a subtle tan. Do I think that you want a subtle tan for $44? I mean, it's definitely up to your personal preference. I personally wouldn't spend $44 on this tan just because it's too subtle. Definitely, me as a person, I definitely wouldn't have purchased this if I wasn't sent it. Because if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, like $44 is not really that expensive, but it's not super cheap either, It's kind of like, right in the middle. As far as what I get for $44, I think that there's a lot of other brands that are comparable and probably better. I'm not very experienced in tans. I don't really tan often. I've never purchased a self-tanner before, so this is the first one that I've ever tried out. As far as from what I'm seeing from other people's postings, their tans tend to be a lot darker. Like I know a lot of people use Loving Tan, and Loving Tan just seems darker. Maybe it's just because this one doesn't go like the ultra dark. It just goes from light, medium, and then dark. And usually people in other tans will use like an ultra dark color to get that really kind of dark look. And I kind of wish that this one would go there. It just doesn't go there. The shade in this is just not dark enough for what I wanted it for. I'll definitely keep using it because honestly I'm very pale, so any color that I get I appreciate. So I don't want you guys to get my thoughts wrong and say that I don't like it. I do like it, and I'll definitely use it some more because it was sent to me, but Do I think that it's worth the price if you want an ultra dark tan? Probably not. And I just wish I could push it there, you know. I wish I could push it to go to that ultra dark, and it just doesn't go that ultra dark, which is a pro and a con. You have the confidence in that if you purchase this tan and you leave it on darker, if you leave it on more time than what you wanted it to, that it won't go very dark if you don't want that look. I wanted that look, so I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get that look from this, but then again, it doesn't say that it's supposed to be ultra dark. It just says dark. Dark on me is not really that dark. Well, their dark is not really that dark. You know what I mean? So one thing that I do like about this is the smell. It doesn't smell weird or funky. I know I have tried a few tanning products, like not self tanners, but sort of like bronzing, skin bronzing products that have a weird scent to them. I've tried a different Saint Tropez self bronzing makeup, and it smells kind of like spaghetti, which I thought was weird. This one, it doesn't have that weird smell. It smells kind of tropical and kind of coconutty, so I kind of like that. They also sent to me with the dual-sided mitt, which I didn't bring here, so we're not gonna show it. But the self-tanning mitt is really nice to apply the tan. You get like a really even layer, and since it's dual-sided, you can really get in any hard-to-reach areas, like around your back or around your neck. That is really easy for that. So one thing that I also wanted to mention is that this is a gradual tanner. So you know, you will apply it to your body. You know, you usually shave or exfoliate the day before, moisturize, and then I usually moisturize an hour prior to applying this, just so I can make sure that everything gets even, because if you have any dry patches, it might stick to it. So just to prevent that, I do apply moisturizer on like any joints or any dry areas, usually around my elbows, knees, and ankles. I will put on a little bit extra moisturizer so it doesn't stick there. Since it's gradual, when you apply it after all the exfoliating and moisturizing, you leave it on for the amount of time that for the color that you want, right? So that sounds really tongue twister, but if you leave it on for an hour, you get a light color. If you leave it on for 2 hours, you get a medium color, and if you leave it on for 3 hours, you get a dark color. That's what the instructions say. The first time I tried it out, I left it on for 2 hours because I wanted to see what the medium looked like. Again, me never having tried a self tanner before, I was kind of scared. So I thought I'm just gonna leave it on for the 2 hours, and if it's not dark enough, then next time I'll do the full 3 hours. But just as a safe medium, I kept it on the 2 hours. The 2 hours medium looked very subtle. Very, very subtle. You know, not a lot of people noticed it when I first did that. You know, everyone was kind of like, oh, you look different, but they didn't really know what it was. Which I guess is a good and a bad thing. I mean, it depends on how you see it. You definitely don't want your tanner to be like orange that everyone notices and everyone's like, whoa, you look crazy. But also it's kind of like, you know, at least someone who's seen me often, like my husband, I want him to notice because I did something different, right? I should notice a difference, and he should notice a difference in what I look like. But he didn't even comment on it. He didn't even you know, acknowledge it, which I thought was weird. And then I mentioned to him, I was like, do I look different? He's like, no, you look the same. So that was kind of a downer. I mean, because it wasn't really that much of a notice, like it wasn't that noticeable that he would notice, someone that sees me every single day, right? My point in mentioning that is just to let you guys know that on me personally, the 2 hours was not dark enough for anyone to notice a difference, right? And the tone does tend to go a little bit yellow, which, you know, just keep that in mind if you guys do want to purchase this. The 2 hours might not be enough of a difference for you, for anyone to notice or for anyone to even care, right? So then the second time I tried it, I said I'm going to go the full 3 hours. And I actually kept it on a little bit longer than 3 hours just to see if I can get it there, just to see if I can get it to the dark. So I tried it on for around 3.5 hours. It definitely was a little bit deeper than normal, than the medium. It was definitely deeper than the medium, but still not dark enough for what I wanted it to be. You know, that's kind of disappointing. You know, I wanted it to be a little bit darker. Maybe I'll just have to go like to an ultra dark color if I want to get that like really blogger, influencer, fake tan that they have. Just thought I would mention that. I left it on for 3.5 hours and the dark was not really much darker than the medium, maybe slightly, but still subtle. Not dark enough for my personal preference. And then yesterday when I applied it, I said I'm really gonna just see how long I can push this and if I can push it to the limit. So I actually kept this on for 4 hours, which doesn't really do a difference obviously because it's only meant to be on darkest 3 hours. So I guess once it reaches the 3-hour mark, it just stops developing, which is a good thing if you're into that, because then you know that it won't go darker than what you want it to go if you just so happen to leave it on a little bit extra. But it didn't go there, which I wanted it to. So I did want to mention that since this is it's express, so it does have that it develops in 3 hours like it says, but it is also a gradual tan, which means that when you shower after the 3 hours, it is not going to show up immediately onto the skin. So you put it on and then you leave it on for your 3 hours or 2 hours, however long you want it. You wash it off and you look like you don't have any tan on. So you're kind of like, at first you're like, whoa, what happened here? Did I just do all of this for no reason? I don't see any color on my skin. But it actually gets darker over time. So for a period of 8 hours, it'll start developing to the color that you left it on for. So after you wash it off, the next 8 hours, after those 8 hours is when you'll get the real color that you developed for. Which is why I filmed this video the day after, because I gave it enough time for it to develop to its full color and I wanted you guys to see what it looked like at its darkest. This is what it looks like at its darkest. I tried desperately so hard to take pictures for Instagram of what my hand looked like before and after. I mean, you could tell a slight difference, but it just doesn't pick up on camera, and that kind of makes me mad because I want, you know, if I take a picture of myself, I want it to show my tan because I want everyone to notice, hey, look, you look bronzy, you look cute, but it doesn't come out on camera. It's just so subtle, you guys. I mean, yeah. I don't want you guys to think that I didn't like the product. I did like it. I think it looks nice on me, and I think that it's pretty, and I think that I like it more than when I don't have it on. You know, I like, you know, my tan. I like to look a little bit bronzier. So I definitely like the product. I just don't love the product. Like, I wish it was deeper and it went there to that dark, ultra dark. So I might just have to try a different one. You know, I'm not really experienced on a lot of tans, so if you guys know a really dark tan, then please recommend it to me in the description box, because, or in the comment section, because I would like to try out a darker one. So I did want to mention also that the tan does last around a week. Usually it's at its strongest the first 2 or 3 days, then after that you'll start noticing some patchiness or some fading, and then usually by the week it's completely gone. Obviously that's something that will be different for everyone, just because it depends on how often you shave, how often you exfoliate your body. Obviously if you shave and exfoliate, it won't last as long because you're scrubbing it off basically. I also wanted to mention that while it's developing, it does have a slight tackiness to it. Like, you don't feel as comfortable as when you're, you know, normal. You do feel a slight tackiness to your skin while it's developing, so that's kind of uncomfortable for the first 3 or 4 hours that you're leaving it on, just because you feel like, you know, you feel kind of sticky. You feel a little bit sticky. It's not terrible. You can still function and do your thing. It just feels kind of sticky. So just keep that in mind. Although if I was a consumer and I wanted to try out something, and I bought this for $44, I would be slightly disappointed, just because it didn't do enough for me for $44. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's too subtle. The color is nice, you know. I feel like it's a mixture between an orange and a, you know, a cool tone or an olive, because I don't want my tan to be too olive, because then it just looks fake. and then I don't want it to be too orange because then you look like a carrot. So something in between is nice, which I feel like this is in between. The color is nice. I don't have an issue with the color. But I just wish it was more impactful for at least me. I wouldn't recommend that you guys purchase it for $44 if you want something that's really noticeable and, you know, makes you, and if you're a pale girl like me, you know, I'm naturally blonde and I'm really pale. So it just wasn't enough for me. So if you're like me, natural, blonde, pale, and you're like, I want to try that dark, I want to look like those influencers on Instagram that have that beautiful tan, this is not the one that you should go for. If you are, you know, new into tans and you want to try something subtle, but you don't want to look like too pasty or you don't want to look too dark, then this probably will be a nice one for you. The next product I want to mention is the Bronzing Water Face Mist. And they do have this retailed at Sephora for $30, and it's actually on the Allure Best of Beauty for 2019. So that's interesting. I think that it's nice. It is sort of like a bronzing mist. I wouldn't say it's a self tanner for your face. It really doesn't tan your face. I have tried it under makeup and, you know, on a bare face just to see what it does, because I thought that it was a self tanner for your face, but it's really not. It washes away as soon as you wash your face at night. It's gone. But I think that it's cute, you know, because it gives you like a little bit of color to your face and a little bit of bronziness, kind of like you know how you would get if like you spent the whole day at the beach and you get this little like golden color here. I don't get that because, again, I'm super pale. So I don't get that cute bronziness. But you know, you girls out there that have more color to you than me, you know, sometimes they get like that cute bronzy type of look here and here, where they get like that kind of bronzing look from the sun. That's nice. I think that this definitely gives that to you. So I think that's cute if you like want to go kind of barefaced and you have like really nice skin and you're like, I just want like a little bit of bronziness. You could just spray it on and it's actually really pretty. Again, it's not something that'll last you super long. You probably have to reapply it the next day if you'd like. I mean, it doesn't last like, it's not gonna last 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 days. As soon as you shower, it's gone. So the smell in this is amazing. Oh my gosh, what scent is this? It says the Purity scent. It's tropical hibiscus scent. And it smells amazing, you guys. Like, oh my god, so good. Like, it makes me feel like I'm in Hawaii and I got this like beautiful flower in my hair and I'm living my life. The scent is just really amazing. The mist is amazing. The mist is like this soft, luxurious kind of mistiness. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but like it's so pretty. Oh my god, it smells amazing. It's like a really soft, fine mist that is really pretty and luxurious, and I like that. It makes you feel like you're getting this nice, luxurious experience with this beautiful scent, and you're in Hawaii, and even though probably we're not in Hawaii because COVID, but you know, I don't think that for $30 I would purchase this. I'm sorry, you guys. I like to think of myself as a consumer. You know, $30 is not very expensive, but do I want $30 for a bronzing mist when I could probably get one at the drugstore, like a bronzing primer? It's nice. If you want to spend the money for it, then definitely do it. It definitely gives you a bronzy color to your face, and you know, it makes you look like you were in the sun without having to be in the sun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. The products will be linked in the description box below. Some links may be affiliate, from which I earn a small commission off your purchase. You don't have to use it, but it's there in case you want to, and it does help support me and my small channel. Also, in order to support me and my small channel, I would recommend that you like and comment and share this video. It does help me. The more engagement I have, the more, you know, people see me and the more subscribers I get, so that can help me out if you guys want. So I appreciate you guys checking in with me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.